going to make a fish sculpture.
When we're going to make our fish sculpture out of all things that you should have laying around your house. So we've been drinking these little tiny water bottles, and we're going to use this as kind of like the body of our fish. And we took out some cardboard that we're going to use to make the fin. So the first part of this project is making the shape of our fish sculpture from the supplies and the materials that you have at home. So for the materials of this project, you will need scissors and maybe tape. We're going to use hot glue since I already have hot glue, but if you don't have hot glue, you can use tape. You need water bottles. Where's the water bottle? Water bottles. Cardboard. Hold the cardboard. Where's the cardboard? Newspapers. Water. We have a bowl of water. And what? What is this? Sausage. It's flour. So the first thing that we said is to get your water bottle and use the cardboard to cut out, the end tail and the fins and things like that. So we're going to start making our own. So we now have crafted our two fish. And our next step is to start adding the paper mache. So that's where our flour, our water, and our newspaper come in handy. So in here I have a bowl of water. And one thing I learned a long time ago is that you can make paper mache with flour and water. So I just kind of start adding flour. It's going to get pretty messy. You want to put your hands in there? And you got to mix it around until all those clumps are out. And you want it watery. Okay, that's enough. Got to mix it up. But you don't want it too watery. So you kind of need that perfect consistency of like, and it's kind of gross, like a smoothie. Okay, so now the next part, after you get your flour water mixture created, is you're going to get your newspaper. Watch me. Watch how I do this, because you're going to have to do it too, Charlie. Is you're going to rip your newspaper into strips.
Okay, Mama.
Now, if you ended up ripping it the other way, it's not going to rip in a nice strip. So, like, if I was going to rip this, you have to figure out which way the grains of the newspaper go. So if I rip this way, I don't get nice strips. So this newspaper goes, I want to rip my strips straight up and down this way.
Straight up and down.
So you want to get strips, but you don't want them very long. So after you get your strips is when you're going to start paper macheing your fish sculpture. So this one's yours. This one's mine. So to put the paper mache on, and watch this too, Charlie, is you put it into your flour water mixture, and this is completely dripping, so I say use your scissor fingers, and you try to get some of that excess paper mache off. So I say you want it damp, but you don't want it soaking and dripping, and then you're going to wrap it on your fish. So then I'm going to get another strip, try it again, and you wrap it on. So you want to wrap your whole fish with paper mache, so that way you don't see any of the cardboard, you don't see any of the water, and then it'll be ready for the next step. Alright, so Charlie and I have finished the paper mache portion of this project. So here's Charlie's fish. And here is my fish. Now what I recommend is that if you have any areas on your sculpture that have a lot of paper mache and it's really wet, just take some dry strips and put it on there. Because if it's soaking and it's dripping and there's way too much flour and water, that it could possibly start getting moldy, and we don't want that to happen. So add some dry strips. And now you are going to wait for this to dry. And this, I don't know, I would wait an entire day. So we're gonna set these out overnight and we are gonna pick this up tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey guys, today we're going to paint our fish with these color paints. And they dried overnight and they came hard.
And then I went and I spray painted them because I had spray paint laying around. And I spray painted them one color so that way you don't really see the newspaper through it anymore. Anything else?
So we got some color paints out.
And we put them in an egg carton because
all our eggs are all gone, and so we decided we would put the colors in, and some of these colors are mine.
so now we are going to paint our fish. And we're going to use different size paintbrushes. You can use big ones, small ones. Just use whatever you have. So you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so today I painted mine like this. Don't see my googly eyes? These are for my arcade game. And this next. Mom, next time, can you help me paint mine like that?
See you next time. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us off of Facebook.
Whatever.
Whatever.